Hello, you are listening to the UnProfessionalism Podcast, episode 15, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything. Today, we are joined by me, which is Ben, Jesh, Colin, and our friend Nick.
Yo, how we doing?
Yes.
Also known as
Ravade. That's my YouTube channel.
on the YouTube sphere.
Yep, make sure to comment, follow,
forgot you
like, and
guys
subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Saying
did
the
not
things
know
that I
this.
kind of give up on saying. Not know what? What did you not know?
That's fair.
I did not know you had a YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's because I kind of keep it a little secret. I'm not like I don't keep it secret. I just don't feel like telling everybody because I don't want thousands of adoring fans to come up to me when I'm just doing things.
No, that's valid.
Yes.
No, I've seen people who are like,
Very fair.
yo, look at my YouTube channel, guys. I have a YouTube channel. And then just like every single day, it's just like, yo, when are you going to post on your YouTube channel, guy? Like, blah, blah, blah.
I mean,
like
it was the
that.
same with Paul. Like, I didn't know he had a YouTube channel until 15 minutes before he went on the podcast.
Yeah, you keep it low key. Although I don't really think you can keep it that low
Shout
key
out to
anymore.
Paul.
No, it's impossible.
Because everyone knows about it. Well, because he shows his face in it.
Shout out to Paul. 200K.
Yeah, he hit 200K. Last time he was on this podcast, or the first time, he was at like 65 or so K.
Yeah, and that was less than 6 months ago.
Yeah,
That's still insane to think about. That was like 5 months ago.
that music meme community is like untapped potential. I was thinking, like, what if I just took his videos and just superimposed a Spider-Man mask on it?
Okay, deep faked one on.
Like, what if I did that? Just thinking about that.
That's your niche. That is your niche. Oh. By the way, which film series are you reviewing?
Am I
right now?
reviewing?
You did Harry Potter.
No, I'm
You
still.
did
I
Lord of
didn't.
the Rings.
I just
Yeah.
started Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I only did one.
Really?
I haven't had a chance to work on it.
Ah.
Yeah, I posted that like a
Cool,
week
cool.
ago.
It's crazy to think about how much Nick uploads at like
I
a
do.
crazy rate.
Yeah, how do you like keep up with all that stuff?
I mass produce videos and then schedule them. Like if I go back to when I did a let's play of like Avengers, which is now like a month ago when I finished it. Like I posted that video like a month after I actually recorded it. Like what I'll do is like with gaming videos,
my.
if it's just me like doing a let's play, I'll usually record like 4 or 5 videos at a time, and then I'll have like several videos in between. So just like I have enough time. I guess it just depends on like what the series is. Like if it's a let's play, it's super easy to make those.
Yeah.
Return to, which is my other series, which I go back and play games that I've played before with my friend Michael, who hasn't played the games. That's a little harder to do. We usually do like 3 at a time, and those usually come out once a week. We've been doing a little bit more because we went like a whole year without doing it. 2019 was difficult. Lots of busy things going on, but yeah, so definitely a lot of time there. So I also do a podcast. I started that this year. I'm not copying you guys, I swear. I'm not.
No, everyone's copying each other with the whole podcast thing now.
Yeah, I literally don't. I started it as a joke. I made a video
So, like,
making fun of that.
Yes,
Everybody's
it is
doing
trendy. It
podcasts.
is the new thing, except no one, frankly, wants to listen to us. That's so sad.
No, look, you got to do it because you enjoy doing it. You got to
Except
do it
you
because
guys.
you
Yes.
enjoy doing it. If you do it
Exactly.
because you want to get money, then the second you want to start doing it for money, then you're just putting everything that you want to do in the hands of people who really won't care at the end of the day. Because you're going to have to basically force yourself to make videos that are trendy and not actually do what you want. I mean, maybe you will like the content that you make that's trendy, but if the second that you don't feel like doing it and then you stop doing it, then you're going to lose all those subscribers. So it's like you just got to do it because you enjoy doing it.
And yeah, that's the thing. Like we only like we only schedule. We only like plan out topics that we enjoy, that we really want to talk about. Like that's it. We don't
Yeah.
want to cater to anything or anything that's trendy.
That's true. So anyway, like I was saying with my
algorithm.
podcast, I just made it like a joke video. Just like everybody's making a podcast, and then I actually did start one. I was thinking about it for a while because I did topic videos. Like I would just talk about like random, like news events. Not really as much, but then I'd just also talk about random, like specific topics. and I just couldn't figure out how to do it as a series. So I'm like, let's just do it as a podcast. So with those types of videos, like I think I was talking about like how I get so many videos out. Like Let's Plays are easy. Like gaming videos are really easy to make. The podcast I do, like I pretty much upload it the day I make it. Sometimes it's like a few days later. And then movie reviews take the longest because I actually have to watch the movies. Like
Yeah.
takes time.
Gaming is such a huge like landscape on YouTube. There's so many people. It's crazy.
It is.
Gaming is
I mean,
taking over YouTube.
but it's also not like a new occurrence either. It's been around since like Modern Warfare
Yeah, gaming's been around for a while.
came out. I don't even know.
That's how PewDiePie blew up. It's a really
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah, now he just is like, I'm on Reddit and I'm just gonna read what other people send me, and like that's his content.
Do you guys remember the first gaming video that you've seen on
No.
YouTube?
I actually don't remember.
I remember.
It might have been like a Tobuscus thing.
First person I watched was Proton John,
Proton John.
and he did a playthrough of Kaizo Mario. You know, move faster, Pokey. Damn, that's so old.
I think the first video I ever watched
That just brought me back.
was, I think it was like some Lego stop motion Batman and Spider-Man video.
I can't tell you the first video I watched. It's just like it's so a part of my memory.
Yeah,
Huh, that
gaming
makes sense.
videos. The only reason there's so many gaming videos is because it's like, it's easy to. I mean, you're playing through an entire game, which is like usually like 10 hours minimum, depending on what it is, which lends itself to making several videos. And if it's like
I have a question actually.
what'd you say to me?
Oh, sorry. You can finish
Oh.
your thought first.
Yeah, that's the reason I have so many gaming videos. I know some people like cut it down to like just one video per game, but it's like I don't have that much money. I'm not spending like hundreds of dollars like each week to buy new games to just make one video for it.
And that's why you get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah. Isn't that like a scam?
That's true.
I thought it was like a scam or something, or like
I
it
don't
was
know.
like, I don't know, some like behind the scenes problems with it, but then people kept getting sponsored by them anyway. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a pay to win game.
Probably.
Like a gadget
Most
game.
mobile games are, though.
No, but it
This
has
is true.
PC-like graphics and blah blah blah.
Oh no. If we ever get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, you know we're either broke or homeless.
Well, I mean, if we're homeless,
okay?
we're broke. Unless we're like
Well,
sitting
yeah.
on the side of the road with our iPads. But
Well, I'm broke now, but I'm not homeless.
yeah,
True.
To be fair. Okay, my question is, how do you do live commentary on a game while you're playing it? Because like, do you keep it? Because part of a let's play is that sometimes with your format, you keep it kind of informative about the game, but then you also do commentary on what's happening, and you can talk about other stuff like with another person. There's a dynamic. Like, how do you really do that?
Very difficult. It's very difficult. Like, I'm not trying to say like what I do is like I put out like super like it's super high quality, hard to make content that I like put like hundreds of hours of work into, because I don't. But it's like if it's something like Return to, like there's a lot of things going on there. Like I have to. So some people, like when they do let's plays, they either just play through the game, like a no commentary, like try like a walkthrough, like trying to show people like the optimal way to play through a game. And then there's some people who do like, I think what's his name, like call me Kevin. Is that his name? Is that a guy on YouTube?
Carson?
Call me Carson.
Call me Kevin. Call me Carson. No, call me Kevin. I think. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Yeah, call me Kevin.
another
He's a guy. I'm not trying to like
Call me
call
maybe.
anyone out or anything, but like, what his style is like is just more joking, and he doesn't like actually like play the game really. So I try to do like a balance of both, because it's like I don't want to be purposely bad at the game. Like that's just annoying. Like I want to actually get through it, but I also try to like make jokes at the same time. And then if it's something with Return to, I'm also trying to show Michael like how to play the game, and I'm trying to talk to him, and I'm also trying to make sure that the recording doesn't mess up. There's been so many times where we've either had to like I've had to like go into the editing to fix it because of like the video messing up, just like the audio or something. I mean, there's just a lot of things going on there. I guess how I do commentary, I pretty much just say whatever's like coming to mind. Uh, I mean, do you guys ever talk to yourselves? Like, I'm not trying to sound like a crazy person.
Um,
No.
no.
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
don't know.
No,
yeah.
Colin says it out loud and in voice chat all the time. Just a bunch of profanities when something doesn't go his way in the game.
Okay, that's not really talking to myself.
This
That's
is
just
true.
like freaking out. But
You're
like,
not talking to yourself.
I'd say sometimes I talk to myself. Not like I don't like sit in my bed and talk to myself for an hour. But like,
I do.
you know,
Well, yeah, I'm not even saying that.
mutter
Yeah,
something
yeah,
to myself.
I'm not even
exactly.
saying that about
Okay,
me,
okay.
but I'm
Yeah,
just
just
saying,
muttering
like,
JoJo's
sometimes.
references to yourself.
No, I don't mutter
You said you
JoJo's
did
references
once.
to
You
myself.
said you did on accident. Yes.
Oh, I did. Okay. I was driving one day, and then this person was at a stop, like a stop sign. Like I was going straight, and he tried to turn right onto my road. Right, and he was inching towards me. I had the right of way, and then I muttered to myself while I was looking at him. I said, "Oh, you're approaching me." And then I kept driving, and then I reached the right turn. I was like, "Did I just really say that?" Like I thought that to myself, and I had to
Yes.
tell Ben. immediately.
wow, Jesh.
well, yeah,
Top 10
it's like that.
Top 10 most
It's like
shameful
that when
things ever.
you're doing commentary. So I was kind of losing my train of thought. It's actually it's easier to think of things to say when I'm doing like return to, because I'm doing it with another person, and so like I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
him about the game, make jokes, also talk to him, also talk about things we're doing. If it's something like a let's play, for example, I was playing through the new Avengers DLC. I didn't upload it yet. Sometimes it's hard to commentate because like I have no idea what to talk about. It's like there's only so much you can talk about when you're just punching robots for like 3 hours in a game. Like it just gets boring. But if there's like a story, that's why I like story. Like most of the games I play, well, that's not why I play through games that have stories, but it does definitely make it easier because I can also like commentate on that. I guess just how I do like commentary is I just try to I just say what I'm like naturally thinking most of the time. Sometimes I'll like write things down so just in case I don't have anything to talk about, I can remind myself. And I just pretty much just react to whatever's happening. So how do you guys do these podcasts for an hour?
It's very relaxed.
Yeah, it's pretty laid
Talk about
back.
whatever
I would say
just
that
comes
it's
out
rather unprofessional.
Okay. Wow. That's more stuff for me to edit.
We have
Yeah,
listeners.
it's easy for you guys until I have to go into the editing software and fix all the times that you peak
Hey, I
and
ear rape once.
process the vocals, remove
I can
background
talk about it.
noise,
Yeah, I
add a
think I peaked
compressor
a
to
little
level
bit
out the
there.
audio and
Dang.
fix it all
I think I
together.
slightly peaked there. I'm sorry.
much
Slightly,
going
yeah,
on?
slightly, yeah. I'll definitely see that when
Yeah,
I'm
slightly.
but it's really not that bad. Editing's
Oops.
like probably
Yeah,
half
do
an
you think
hour.
you take more time recording? Do you think you take more time recording?
Wow, I just answered the question right before you asked. About half an
Really?
hour,
Well, like
probably of
When
editing,
I've-
including like a bunch of like censoring and stuff.
I don't do a ton
Stuff.
of editing actually, to be completely honest. Most of the time it's just cutting things out. Sometimes I'll put in things like I guess it depends on the video. Movie reviews definitely take a lot more editing.
Yeah, a lot of it's Colin doxing us too.
Okay, yeah,
Don't-
'cause
don't
I'll
do
be
that.
like, yes,
that
I live
happened-
on
that happened
local
once.
nearby street. And then it's like, wait,
but
whoa.
the other half of the
Town
time you
one,
don't
town
censor
two.
yourself out.
Or I
and then
give a
boom.
common male name.
No,
Well,
you've
yeah,
been
because
better.
I doxed us too many times. Everyone was like, whoa.
How do you dox yourself?
Yeah.
How do you even?
So I'll
do that?
just be like, yo, I live within 10,000 miles of the Atlantic Ocean. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, so you.
Oh,
mean
then
where
again,
you
that's like-
live.
1,000 miles.
Even though that's like the entire world, though. Now, I'll say like a street name or like a town name.
Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Spoiler alert: we live in the United States of America.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
And we're proud of it. And we're proud of it.
Anyway, like I was
insane.
saying,
Insane.
I don't.
Video,
I live on
editing
Mars.
videos.
Greatest country in the world.
Okay, Elon.
Yeah, I am
Musk.
Elon Musk. Hello. We all
Elon
need to
Musk?
come together.
Yeah, what
and
you're
whip a
you're
Tesla.
whipping a Tesla on Mars?
Yeah, we gotta whip a Tesla.
Okay, That's such a
I like how
stupid
Elon
song.
Musk says like this is his hardest year. It's like, okay, billionaire CEO. Like,
I mean, yeah,
I'm
his,
sure
his
it's very
companies aren't really
difficult for
struggling,
you.
are they? Like,
he's
I don't
not.
know.
You think he is? You think he's?
it's like
struggling
his
right
his
now?
companies have been in way worse shape before. Like,
Isn't he managing more than one company though?
I think because of his
Yeah,
success.
he has like 4, so he's
yeah,
fine.
well, so that it can't be considered a monopoly because it's all different companies technically.
No, I think because of his success, the downward rate is so much higher. That's probably why, Actual percentages may not be it, but the actual amount of money that he's been losing is probably what is causing him to like be down. I think Tesla's recovering now. Ever since they made that move to
I'm
Texas,
glad he can still support himself
and the world is slowly opening
with
up,
the billions of dollars he has.
and other people.
I mean, at one point he genuinely was struggling because to an extent with the SpaceX launch, he actually personally funded that where he was genuinely bankrupt if the rocket didn't launch, and it did.
Yeah, so I guess it worked out. Although that
Oh,
is a
wow,
big risk.
Elon's-
Why did he personally do it?
I'm not sure why exactly and everything, but it's like he's already made these risks in life, and he's in a good place now. I wouldn't really say that he's necessarily struggling this year more than other years.
And that's why we're gonna get Elon Musk on the podcast. Hashtag
We're not
I
Joe
would
Rogan,
love
okay?
that.
Professionalism. Let's do it, boys.
I mean, it's literally Elon Musk. You'd probably DM him. He'd be like, "All right,
Okay.
Saw some,
Here,
I
I'll
saw some
DM him
video
right now.
before-
People thought Elon
I saw
Musk
some
was
video
a wizard.
before it, and it was like this kid in the classroom, and they're like, "Hey, this is my friend Elon Musk," and then it just pans over to him, and he's literally just like in some random classroom, just saying hi to everybody. Like, what is he doing there? I
That's
guess.
show and tell.
To show and tell him.
Show and tell us Tesla.
Bring him on the podcast. Like I was saying, I
I'm DMing him."
think I was talking about editing or something.
Oh yeah, we were. Where did that? Yeah,
Sure.
where did that go?
Yeah, what takes longer,
Sure.
recording or editing? Still cutting this part out.
Oh yeah.
Are we?
I don't know.
I know.
We can.
It's unprofessionalism. The podcast is
It's-
talk about anything and everything.
Oh,
Unscripted,
oh, oh,
uncut, unprofessional.
Oh,
You
did you
didn't
just
cut
say
it out.
unprofessional?
Jeez, this
Bruh.
is a great show.
Yo, that hit the top.
yeah. What is
I
it,
wanna
a
go
high
home.
score or something?
Where
Colin?
are you?
I want to go home.
Where are you right now?
Well, the last one hit the top too.
Home. Home is my bed.
Oh, I am in my basement with my space heater.
So,
Yes.
Wonderful weather
because
we're
the
having.
background noise.
There's no background noise though.
Hi, how are you?
no, but weather.
Hi,
Actually,
how are ya?
it is snow.
Is it though? Is it snowing?
Not
Look out
yet.
the window. Wow.
I'm looking out the window. There's no
Salt in
snow
my
yet.
driveway in preparation.
There's so much salt, and my car is clean.
Hands are
And that's so
freezing.
There's
sad.
a storm brewing, fellers.
So this is
Winter
our
is
first
coming.
snow of the season.
Well, no, it snowed for like 20 minutes one day, very lightly.
Okay.
I remember that. That's crazy.
This might actually accumulate though.
Well,
Which would
might
be
no, it's pretty
I
guaranteed.
hope it doesn't.
It's gonna
6
snow
to
a
12
lot.
inches.
I don't
Unless
want
it's
it.
like
Not
that
much,
one storm. I don't know if you guys remember. One year they were like, guys, we are getting like 3 feet of snow, and they just didn't snow at all. And then we had
I
off
do
from
remember
school the
that.
next day.
I do remember.
Yeah.
That was
I do
amazing
remember
because
that,
I was able to go out. Except now that I can drive, it makes more of a difference because if there's like a foot of snow on the ground, I can't do anything. I can't leave the house because I don't have 4-wheel drive,
Okay.
and my mom won't let me.
Do you remember the day? You remember the day when they tried to let us out 5 minutes early because of snow, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you guys, we're leaving 5 minutes early because it's gonna be snowing." And then we got out, and literally, it was just the same, and we were stuck there for a little bit.
Oh yeah, they were like, go. It was like 5 minutes left in class. They were like, go, get out of here, go home, and leave your. And they go, leave your cars here, don't take
There was
them. And
enough.
everyone took their cars. I would take.
I
them.
think I think
Yeah.
that time it was actually
It
like
was
two.
another-
I think we went home 2 hours early, and like by the time that school would have ended, it was all clear.
No, that was a different time. That
Was
was
it? Wow,
um,
okay.
That was
No, that was a
in
different time.
November a couple of years ago. I remember that because I had worked that day and went right when I got to work. My boss was like, "Oh yeah, you don't have to show up," and I had taken a separate bus there, So I got picked up by my grandpa. And it took like an hour to do a 10-minute drive.
That's just it.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah. Do you remember when we were in the auditorium because the buses were really late and somebody we knew had to like take a
Oh,
SEPTA,
yeah.
and they
Yo,
ended up taking
it
a
was
SEPTA?
another person who was in the podcast.
Who
Had to
did
take,
the
yeah, it was
SEPTA?
Steven.
Oh, okay.
Steven had to take a
Yeah.
SEPTA because I think he missed his bus because they like didn't tell him he changed the number or something. And
That
then,
sounds great.
yeah, he was stuck there for a while because SEPTA kind
That's
of.
just-
Oh, wait a second.
That's so sad. One.
Okay, yeah, just mark that time. But, public busing kind of gets rid of their schedule when it snows, apparently.
Interesting. Nah, but yeah. Do you guys remember 3 years ago when there was that
Cut
really
that
big
out.
snowstorm and we had like a blackout?
Oh,
Days.
that was awful. That was
In January.
I remember because I lost my power when I was playing Fortnite, and then it came back, and I started
Oh,
playing
that's so
Fortnite
sad.
again. I lost
I
my
feel
power
so sorry
again,
for you.
and then at like 9 p.m.
I thought that
At
was in
9 p.m. my
2017.
power
Your
comes
life
back
is so
on.
difficult, dude.
No, I couldn't play Fortnite.
Got
I
him.
was like, crying, and then at like 9 p.m. my power came back on. I was like, let's go, and then like 3 minutes later, it went out again, and then by like 9 a.m. the
Dang.
next morning, I had it back for good.
Yeah, normally when the power goes out,
Finally,
I have a
that's good.
5,000 watt generator, so which is good, except it's clogged, so the carburetor's clogged, so now it no works. If the power goes out this time, I'm stuck with a small generator, which is like really sad. That's like one. That's like it's like 3 less space heaters. No,
Bro, I have no generator.
I don't use that many space heaters.
Usually, if we don't have power, we go to my cousin's house, but it might be a bit iffy because of the pandemic. But hopefully, it doesn't reach that point because they live in like Westchester.
Hmm.
That's where we went one time when we had like a blackout for like 3 days. No, was it 2
It was
days?
so
It was
cold.
2 days
It was too cold.
on our grid.
The only
That was
reason we made it through is, like the fireplaces, like the gas ones, they electrically light themselves. There's like a battery pack in ours, so you literally
Yeah,
stick 4 AA's in it and it lights it
Yeah,
using the batteries.
It's like a
and
grill.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's like the batteries are strictly meant for that. So we literally had the fireplace on, and it kept our house at a very nice temperature, and it kept our lizard alive.
I don't think I've ever
Okay,
used my
I mean,
fireplace. I don't think
Losing
I've
power
ever
is like
used
really not that bad if you have a generator, because you have a generator, then you can still make your coffee, you can charge your phone, you can even watch TV.
Yeah, all
It's
we were
like
able to do
as
was
good as
heat part of the
having your
house.
power on.
Yeah, minus like the lights,
It's
unless
like
you
that's the
hook it up to your
point.
breaker.
I mean,
breakers,
luckily,
but-
I am on a high priority power grid just because there's like a shopping center in it. It's like a very big one though. There's a very large amount of houses on it. Another person that we all know is on the same power grid. I know he always gets power back when I do. It's nice.
Yes, that's how neighborhoods work, Colin. Yes.
It's because of the shopping center though.
I should probably charge my
True.
portable battery.
That'd be
Yeah, in
good.
case we lose power with this snowstorm.
Yep, Colin, weatherman Colin. Describe
many inches
more
do you
about
think?
this snowstorm and how low pressure systems and high pressure systems work right now.
Is this a
Give us your
segment
1 hour
of the show?
lecture.
Oh yes.
So basically,
part
what's
of the show?
happening is this
No.
storm is coming in from the southwest. It's coming up. There's like the low pressure line, So there's like the left and the right of it. We're a little to the left of it. Like we're
Getting a
right on the
little
line
political there.
between snow and then there's mixed precipitation and freezing rain, and then just rain and really heavy rain. So what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to stay on the edge, then get a little rain, and then go back to the edge, and then it's gonna go away. And there's a ton of snow in the middle of the storm. But yeah, that's basically simple.
Back to you, Ben, for sports.
Okay, in other news, the 76ers. I don't know what happened with the 76ers.
It was a preseason
Nice,
game.
nice.
Yo!
Yeah,
Those
you're on the
Sixers.
76ers. Nice.
Yeah, I am.
Why, Seth Curry?
Pass, keep the ball.
And
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
Saints
that's
lost. Hurts, don't it?
That's it. I know you didn't think of that, but if you did, I would be very proud of you.
I did not.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let's archive this for the rest of history, okay? How many inches realistically do you think? We
Of
gotta
snow?
predict it, okay?
6.
Yeah, I predict. I was gonna say 6. Okay,
I agree with
predict
that.
7.
I was gonna say 7.
All right.
I'll go with 8. Or man,
I'll go with
5.
I'll go with
It's like
36.
Price is
So I'll
Right
prove you
rules.
all wrong when it actually is 36.
This is like Price is Right rules. You go
36.
over, you're
36.
just out of the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, 36. It's gonna be 36. I'm calling it. I want it to be 36.
We better not get 36 inches. That would suck.
Inches?
True,
No.
Colin.
JK.
Yeah.
36 inches.
It
would be
sounded
way too
really
much.
sarcastic, but yeah.
No,
No,
this
genuinely, I think probably 6 to 12, as they're predicting.
No, there are
That's
like
a safe
there are
estimate. It's a safe estimate
Yes.
to go with what the professionals are saying. That's usually, a good thing to go with.
But here's the thing.
See, the problem with this area is that it's not like we get 1 inch of snow and we shut down, but we're not like in the northern area where they can actually handle snow. So when we get like 2 feet of snow, then nothing gets plowed.
Colin is just secretly like giving clues to where we all live throughout all the podcast episodes.
Okay.
Sort of. It's like a
we're
general
not really that
region.
north, but we're in the south, and we're like this distance away from the Atlantic Ocean, and like this is like
Okay. Define our
we did say 10,000 miles though, so
our exact
10,000 miles.
longitude and latitude is located.
We are also within 10,000 miles of the Pacific Ocean, and
True.
probably the Indian Ocean too.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good to me. Let's
Yep.
swat them, boys. Okay.
Well, I mean, we're also 238,900
gamers.
miles from the moon.
true.
I
Yeah,
just
you
did.
just leaked our
So it took
location.
so long before I actually replied.
No, the clicking and the lack of response for a few seconds were completely.
No, but that was coincidence. No.
Yeah, unrelated incident.
Unrelated.
Correlation is not causation.
Exactly.
Getting deep with the philosophy in here.
Is that even philosophical? Okay, all right. Let's go philosophy real quick. Okay, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to see it or hear
Yes.
it, does it make a sound?
That's always a stupid question. Like, yes, it makes sound when you're there. It's gonna make sound when
Thank
you're not
you.
there.
Because I mean, the
What is the
question is
tree-
like, why
is the tree-
wouldn't it make a sound?
Yeah. Dumb question.
Yeah. So if somebody shoots a gun, like a
Yes.
gun, right, and then because of the sound wave that comes after the bullet or after like a large amount of time, right? If I do not hear that, does it not
It
make
does
a sound.
make a sound.
I don't
You
know.
just didn't
It's
hear
just a
it.
stupid thing.
It's not
Of course it-
observed. But
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't mean that physics do not exist.
Well, it's not like Schrodinger's cat where it can be both at the exact same time. It's just it
Yeah,
happens.
we're coming
when
after
not there.
philosophy majors. Imagine getting a degree in just thinking about things.
Yeah, I know how to
Like,
think.
Got
Your
'em.
entire
Can I get
career
paid?
is over. Like, just hand it back in. What if somebody handed their degree back into their college or whatever? Do you get like a refund from that?
Okay. Well, just like I'm more successful without this piece of paper. You can have it back.
Yeah, I want a refund. I want a
ordered
refund
this
on my degree.
diploma
I'm using this
boneless.
podcast to test out some jokes that I came up with 2 seconds.
I would like to return my knowledge.
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh wait, I can test a
Test
joke
out a
that
joke. You
I
wrote it
wrote.
down.
Hold on, let me pull up this note. Yeah, like
That would be
okay.
good.
Sometimes when I'm in the shower or I'm taking a dump, I just think of an idea of like a joke that would work for like a comedy bit. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does. Like I think I said this in a Discord call before. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it?
Beep, Josh, you're too late.
Okay, I got it. So, okay. Nope. Okay. So you ever wonder why so many marriages like are unhappy? Because after a while, like you just get friend zoned by your wife. Okay, like the passion goes away, the initial like rush goes away. You can't, but after a while, you can't stand each other, and then the wife's just like, I think we're just better off being friends. But she never says it; it just happens, and then all of a sudden, you guys start going on lunch dates again, but you're married. You know, it's just that like when you're a married couple, it's just getting back in the friend zone with a couple extra steps. Okay, you fall in love, you get married, you sign a prenup, and then you get friend zone again. Next thing you know, you're watching movies together, you're going on dates. So, that's why 51 1% of all marriages end in divorces because they realize they just got friend zoned. So you know what the solution is?
Never get married, never have kids, live alone
Have a
forever
kid
with
together,
cats.
or you get a cat. Yeah, because when you get a kid, right, you're no longer friend zone. You're not just friends. All right, you're coworkers at that point.
Okay.
That's how you get out of the friend zone in marriage, and that's what I thought of on the dump today.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
It didn't even
I
work
gotta
that well,
analyze
now that
the
I think
joke
about
here.
it.
It was good, but let's take a step back here. Back to the part where you're saying your wife and the wife and husband become friends. You did say that they go on dates all the time, though. Friends don't really like go on dates. It's not a thing,
Yeah,
unless
No, like lunch dates. It'd be like, hey, you want to grab lunch?
yeah.
If you're married with someone, you can't stand them, okay? But you get friend zone. It's like if once you reach that point as a married couple where you start going on lunch dates again, or you start watching movies together, you just got friend zone because the passion's gone away, and yeah.
Where did this even
I
come
don't
from?
know.
Jess?
I
You were
watched
just
it.
like,
You have, like, a
okay,
secret
let me tell a
marriage or
joke real
something?
quick.
You're not telling us something?
Yeah, Jess, do you have like an
Sure.
arranged marriage?
Yeah, me and my GameCube.
Jeez, dude, come on. Yeah, he
You said
did.
arranged marriage?
Yeah.
Nah, we don't call it arranged marriage, okay? We call it marriage, and no, we call it when two people are in love and then they got married. We call that a love marriage. Everything else is just marriage. We don't call it arranged marriage. People from the outside call it arranged marriage. That's why we now call it arranged marriage. Fun fact.
That's
But
pretty fun.
objectively, it is arranged. Therefore, it is an arranged marriage.
No, it's just not a love marriage, so
Okay.
therefore it's just marriage.
Well, I mean, all
It's
marriage
just
should
different from
well-
Western culture's perceived meaning of the word marriage.
be. Yeah, exactly.
Dropping knowledge bombs on it.
I mean, marriage is just a way of filing taxes so that you have a joint
I
account.
mean, yeah. Objectively speaking.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just a
I think there was
It's
this like
just a
really
tax
insensitive
contract.
movie that like Adam Sandler and what's his name, Kevin James did, where they like they're firefighters and then they like pretend that they're gay so they can get married and like evade taxes pretty much.
Like, is that like the point of the movie to evade
Yeah.
taxes?
I think it's like I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. There's also like
What?
what's his name? I think it's like I don't want to say his name's wrong. Yeah, Rob Schneider plays an Asian priest. So you've got the homophobia, but you also have the
2007.
racism. But no, it actually is kind of like
two of my
it
favorite
actually
things.
does promote
Who
like,
said
gay
that?
rights and stuff at the end. So I guess it was fine. I don't know why I'm thinking of this movie right now.
No, pronounce you Chuck. I don't know, marriage.
I guess just this podcast
Mamma
is
Mia,
pretty
something like that.
unprofessional, you know.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I don't know. I've never
Is that a
seen
good
it.
movie?
Didn't they make like two of those?
Neither have I.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I think I saw Bridesmaids. Was that what it was called? I can't remember.
Yeah, it is a movie.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's stop talking about my stupid idea of jokes.
But you know what else is a
and
joke?
Away from philosophy.
EA
talk about
games.
Video games.
Okay.
This
EA
podcast.
Games. Tell me about
EA
it.
games.
EA games.
I don't know. They bought out Codemasters, so they're getting into racing titles essentially. Codemasters makes the F1 series of
what is
games.
Codemasters?
They're popular for their Dirt series and some other stuff too. Yeah, Dirt Rally.
Oh,
yes.
Dirt Rally.
Okay.
So what's the problem here?
Ben loves Dirt Rally.
I don't know.
I mean, I
it's
know
just
like EA
yeah.
EA can be bad a lot of the time, but like
Early access.
They're ruining these great games. I don't know. 'Cause,
although they literally just bought them. They haven't
They haven't even
uh,
done anything yet.
I mean, here's the thing. They will, or will they? No, because EA, to be honest, has been pretty good in recent history. Like Squadrons has been really good. Battlefront 2, they fixed that after the backlash. I think after Battlefront 2, when people really complained, I think EA
I don't
like
think
really got
that's
their
really
stuff
a
together.
good thing though. I think that
You know?
just sort of cancels out into a neutral thing. It's like, yeah, you released a horrible, pretty much unfinished game, and
I
then
mean,
like,
yeah.
by 5 years after it came out, okay, now it's good. Like that doesn't really count.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, like
That's happening a lot more of
I
recently.
did hear
good, like,
Squadrons was
after.
good though.
Yeah.
Squadron's like a full $60. Like, what is there to do? I know you
No,
fly around and stuff. but, like,
Squadrons is only 40 because there like isn't enough content.
I feel like that's still like a pretty high price, right? For just
I mean,
like
yeah, $40.
space
It's like
battles.
you have like 6 maps, but you only have 2 game modes. So you have 6 maps, like 2 game modes, and that's
That's
pretty
like
much it. Well, it has a
it's
full story
still
mode too.
way
I mean,
overpriced.
As long as
It
it's
doesn't have a
good.
full story, which is something, but
Sounds like it would be like $20, $30 game.
Yeah, but
I mean, they still got Madden, FIFA, freaking Apex, and I think what else do they have?
games
Sports,
should be
EA
good
Sports,
on release though.
Facts.
Well, it's like
Don't they
like
have Battlefield?
improving a
Isn't that
game.
them?
There's nothing wrong with that, but it's like imagine you bought a car and it broke down, every month, and you had to fix it, and then 4 years later it's super reliable. Like yeah, now it's good, but you still had to like pay all that
after
money.
the
There's 4
recalls,
years. So
Yeah,
it's
I feel-
like
what were you saying?
no, that's pretty much it. It's just not. It should always be good. They can make it better though. Like Grand Theft Auto was pretty good from launch, and then they improved it as they could.
Yeah. Like I was trying to say, I think it's really hilarious when people like act like you can't criticize things like games and like movies and things like that. And their like reasoning is like because they put in a lot of hard work. It's like you're paying for something. If it's not up to your standards, like why should you not criticize it? Really funny.
Yeah, I completely agree. Well, it's like yeah, they put a lot of hard work into it, but like Ben was saying, for example, with Cyberpunk, they had like a 500 developer team or something, and the AI
dude,
is like
I'm
terrible.
pissed
8
off
years,
at Cyberpunk.
8
And then
years
yeah,
of
yeah, then Grand
development.
Theft Auto,
Or
which
longer.
took Grand Theft Auto 5, which remember this is Rockstar Games here, right? They had like 350 developers, and their AI from 2013 is better. And there's also just a lot of issues with Cyberpunk 2077, and for like 8 years of work, it's just not really
Or
acceptable.
longer. That's just when they announced it was 8 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
It's probably been
longer.
in development like probably 10 years or 9.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know.
how hard is it to develop AI for like like you talking about like you stand in front of a car, it won't like do anything different besides just sit there. Like how hard is it for it
Yeah,
to make
like-
you
like-
run you over or
Like,
drive
yeah,
around you or curse you
There's
out?
no voice lines from the AI. There's no They just
Are you
sit
kidding?
there in
That's
their idle
terrible.
animation, just doing nothing.
I've seen.
Wait,
not
there's
even
no
that,
voice.
I've seen so
Wait,
many
that's
glitches.
terrible.
I don't have the game because I guess I'll get into that in a little bit. But I've seen like so many glitches. Like someone will be walking in a crowd and all of the pedestrians will just disappear, or like they're driving and then cars just start falling out of the sky, just out of nowhere. If you punch a guy in a wheelchair, he'll get up and run away. Like just like things like that throughout the entire game. It's like, but yeah, that leads me into my point. Why was anybody hyped about this game? Like legitimately, what was the hype behind it? Yeah, it's been out. It's been in development for a long time. Yeah, they made The Witcher 3, which is good apparently, but like I've never played it. But like what was so special about Cyberpunk? It just looked like an okay first person like RPG with some shooting.
That's what I was saying from the beginning. I think it was either the aesthetic or because the world was so promising.
I usually wait.
Because even from the beginning, like when they revealed the Keanu Reeves like character,
Oh, well-
like I was like, okay, that's cool, but like what in
Interruption.
the game
It
look
started
like?
snowing. Okay.
Oh shoot!
Wait, actually though.
Yeah.
Wait, let me check.
Why do you have to fact check
We
it? Just
interrupt
open
this
up your
podcast
window.
for snow break.
No, I'm in a basement.
No, but
Don't
it's in
okay,
count.
you speak.
It's in
don't
the
actually
basement.
open it up because I meant just look out the window.
Okay. Besides that,
I
yeah.
can complain about oh yeah, Cyberpunk. So here's something I just thought of actually as we were talking about this because I was thinking about how Keanu Reeves is in it. So if this game has been in development for about 10 years, right? When did they announce that Keanu Reeves was in the game? 2 years ago?
2 years ago?
Was Keanu Reeves in the game from the start?
I think it was. I
Because
don't know.
it's a long time, right? I don't think he recorded his stuff like 10 years ago. So I'm thinking maybe
no.
they had maybe because I know he plays like a pretty big part. Like, what if they completely redid the game, and that's why it's so like bad?
Well, yeah, if you look at the E3 2018 demo, they added like a lot more just content, or like a lot more to the world. You can say like just looking at the same scenes. They just added some more like geometry, so many more buildings and posters and signs and just everything. Like it just looks so much more built up than even 2018. So yeah.
It's weird.
So
They
what
say
made
Cyberpunk was in development for this long. What if they like just kept scrapping the games over and over and over again?
That's what I was trying.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Because like, if Keanu Reeves was in it, you figured, and he plays such a big part, you figured they would show it earlier, right? Like
Yeah.
from like the first trailer or something. That's how you build up hype. Like, hey, look at this famous actor who's in our
Well, I
game.
mean, what if they just just turned like a generic character and they were just like, ooh, let's put Keanu Reeves in there.
That
yeah.
could actually be a possibility.
about-
also,
Well, question: when did they reveal that Norman Reeves was part of Death Stranding?
I think from the first trailer. Yeah,
Yeah, I think the first trailer was like, yeah.
Death Stranding is a weird game. I never played.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it was
gonna
at the
do a
end. It was at
video
the end. Yeah.
for it. On YouTube. I'm plugging my YouTube channel again. I was gonna do a video for it because there's literally a pizza delivery mission. There's like 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
But it's a very confusing game and very bizarre, and it takes like 30 hours to finish.
Hearing Nick explain this game to me every single day in school as he was going through it, and
It doesn't make any sense.
What is this game?
No,
What has
every
even
time,
happened?
every
doesn't
like
make any sense.
turn, it
But then
just
at
is
the-
insane.
No, but by the end he was like, yeah, it was. A
Yeah,
good
it wasn't
game.
bad. It wasn't bad.
I was like, how?
I don't think
mean-
I'd ever play it again because it's so long and so confusing. But yeah,
I mean, what's the premise? Isn't it just like this guy can't die, so now he's running delivery
I'll
missions?
try.
And
I'll
that's-
see if I can remember. So you're playing as this delivery man in the apocalypse. It's like I don't know how long it's been. It's been a little while since the like a couple decades, I think, since the world basically ended and like the afterlife and the real world are like merged together. So you're playing as this delivery man in like post-apocalyptic United States because the government is still a thing, and you're just delivering things, and then your mom dies, and then you have to deliver the body or something, and you get this baby. I'm already losing my train of thought here, as you can tell. You get this baby that the babies like warn you that ghosts are there because you can't actually see them until you get caught, and then there's like these weird things, and then there's this other guy who has like a skull mask and they're like terrorists or something, and then there's this other guy. Do you care if I spoil the game?
I don't care, but skip like 2 minutes
Spoiler
ahead.
warning
if you
for our
really do care.
listeners.
Yeah, if you
Anyone
really
who's
care about
watching.
Death Stranding, which came out like a year ago or 2 years ago, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it. So then you're like, your sister is also your mom, like the spirit of your mom or something. Yeah, and then there's this random soldier that like keeps like teleporting you into the past. You fight him in World War One, World War Two, and the Vietnam War. That guy turns out to actually be your father, who's also like a ghost person. And there's 2 endings to the game. There's an ending where you're on like you're in like this like the bridge between the afterlife or something, I think, and you're like your sister slash mom. Yeah, the
Is it the
beach.
beach?
Your sister slash mom is going to like try and like save the world or something. I don't know, destroy. I don't know what she's trying to do. I can't remember. But you get trapped on the beach, and then the credits are rolling, and like you're just wandering on the beach for like 15 minutes or something while the credits are rolling. And then the game goes on for another like 5 hours. And then it's like over. And then there's another ending. You know how games have alternate endings? This game just has 2 endings. Like it just ends and then it ends later.
It just ends and it just keeps going after that.
Yeah.
Is it like an epilogue?
And then no, it's not an epilogue. It's just the rest
Oh,
the rest
that's
of the game.
terrible.
It's just confusing.
I was gonna say, because like at least with Red Dead Redemption, it's like it ended, and then it was like oh
you can
go
do stuff
on
after you
and
beat the game though. There's still stuff to do.
oh yeah. No, like Red Dead
Um,
Redemption 2, it's like amazing how they do it, but I guess not the same.
Yeah, I don't want to go too long with this game, but yeah, it's not bad. A lot of people complain because the game is just walking, but it's like, yeah, in most games you walk, you just hold a joystick, but in this you have to actually like focus on, oh, am I gonna fall over? How can I traverse this area? How can I bring these things? It's like, yeah, walking is the game because they turned it into the game, and the whole world and stuff is interesting, and the music's pretty good. It's just a confusing game and takes way too long to beat it.
That sounds pretty cool though.
I have no problem if that's what the game's gimmick is, as long as it's designed well It sounded like it was.
Yeah, it was weird.
story is
There are some
another thing.
glitches and stuff, but it's basically also entirely dependent on like other people building structures because that's like a thing. There's like a kind of like a multiplayer element. For example, you can build this like zip line. You can build like a network of zip lines basically to traverse mountains in like a minute or so, rather than like half an hour to get across a mountain or something. And other people can build structures and stuff to help you, so you could get across faster.
It's interesting how
He's in Cyberpunk. It's actually good that they bring this up. Yeah, he has a cameo in Cyberpunk.
I think I saw the cameo on
He's in some
Me
club
too.
and he's just like speaking.
He's just like, oh,
Japanese.
or some. I don't know.
I hope that's not racist.
Ben, we're
I
gonna
hope
get
I don't know.
those
canceled.
are actual words.
Ben, we're gonna get
No,
canceled.
that's gibberish.
Ben, I'm trying to go to Japan for one day.
It's
All right,
sad.
exposed.
I just
unprofessionalism.
I just got canceled.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Don't
oh,
worry,
that's so
Ben.
sad.
All right.
I am
All right,
mad out.
podcast canceled. That is it. Thank you all for listening. No, take it.
No, not
It's
yet.
canceled though. I just got canceled.
We just, dude, we just pulled a Death Stranding.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
We did an outro, and it's gonna keep going.
Okay.
I've taken over the
Nick.
Unprofessionalism Podcast.
You. No.
Yeah, okay, replacement.
Alright, we'll
No,
take your channel
no,
Okay.
please. All right, what were you saying? I think you're saying something.
down. So you're a pretty
Yeah.
big Spider-Man fan. Probably the
Maybe.
biggest one I know. What'd you
It was
think of
good.
Miles Morales?
It's lacking in content compared to the other one, but I can't complain because it was okay. So it's $50, which is only $10 less than the standard PS4 game, but it's PS5 games are $70 now. So it being $20 less than a PS5 game makes more sense. But because I played it on PS4, it still felt like a little too expensive for how much is actually in there. It's still like a full game. It's not as big as the Spider-Man PS4. And a lot of people were complaining because like it's not like how come there's not as much stuff? It's like, well, it was never going to be. It's essentially like a standalone DLC that they made bigger. It's very good. It's a very like solid follow-up. I think overall the first game is still better, just like as a whole, because it's still fun. But I think maybe like the combat is better in Miles Morales. Fun game.
Did it just feel like like an extension of it, or did it just feel like a not lesser, but like a smaller version of
And
the
it felt like a
original game?
sequel. It didn't feel like I mean, I was playing some of it on my own before I did the Let's Play for it, but like the original game, I mean. When I did the Let's Play, I did a blind playthrough. It feels very similar, but there still is enough there to make it different and like its own game.
Cool. Yeah, because I know, big Spider-Man fan.
You guys too good for the conversation.
Oh, that's so sad. I don't know Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
sorry.
I also do
Cutting
not know
out, so we
Spider-Man.
don't know when to
Okay.
stop back in.
Nah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Spider-Man's pretty
game-
cool.
Game speaks for itself. I mean, it doesn't really do anything like too different from the original to where I can actually like talk more about it. I mean, the original one's been out for 2 years now. Everybody has played it. It's probably the most popular Spider-Man game. So it's pretty good. It's good. I would definitely recommend getting it.
I don't even think you need to be a
If
fan
you
for
don't-
that.
If you don't have the
Kinda like the
PS4
Arkham game.
version, just get it on PS5 because it also comes with the remaster of the original game. That's probably the best way to do it.
Well,
Um,
that is an
With the new
exclusive moment,
face.
The
I
new
think.
face isn't even bad. Like everybody, like including me, I was annoyed by it at first because it looked weird. And in some shots, it looks different, but it's not actually that bad. And everybody's like complaining. Like some of the complaints are just bizarre. Like some people said that like the original face, like he looked like an everyday man. Like he looked like just like a common person. It's like what does that mean? What do you mean he looks like a normal person? Like it was just bizarre things like
Yeah,
that.
that's what Peter Parker is.
Nobody would have complained if that was the original face, by the way. Like if the new
Yeah.
face was the original face, literally
Yeah.
no one would care. But everybody's
Because it
upset.
was changed. That's why.
Yeah, it's
People
a little
don't like change.
At least it didn't
It's a
look
little
like
awkward, but if they
Mass Effect
didn't-
Andromeda.
If they didn't change it, because he has the new face in Miles Morales also. If they didn't change it, it would have just been weird. The interesting thing about this that not a lot of people bring up is the actual like behind the scenes drama, not the fact that the Spider-Man's Peter Parker's face is different in the game. But a lot of people are saying that they changed it. Insomniac said they changed the face because the new face better matches the voice actor or something, like the motion capture and stuff. It just works better with the voice actors, because I think the voice actor does the motion capture. They just used the guy as a face model. Am I cutting out? Can you guys hear me? I wasn't sure if we were cutting out again, so my internet connection just go crazy for a second. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, so they replaced him so they can get a better like a face that fits the voice actor's face more, since he's doing the motion capture. But then the original face model says that he did motion capture stuff for the original game. But then Insomniac says that he didn't. And it's just really confusing. It doesn't make any, like, why, like, the company says he didn't do anything, and then the original face model says he did a bunch of stuff. And it's like, why are we trying to cover this up? Like, who is lying here? It's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like literally just a face also, so I don't know why people care so much. It's not like ugly. It's not like you can't look at it. He literally just looks like a generic white guy. I mean, that's literally literally what he. Yeah,
he's under
pretty
the
much
mask
like
the whole time.
70-80% of the game, he has his mask on. I mean, there's still a lot of sections where you do see him without his mask, but like, who cares? It's not a big deal. It would be weird if they changed his face again.
Interesting.
Like, some people wanted to go back to the original face. It's like, it's just still confusing at this point. Stop whining about his face. It's just like, enough. And this is someone who complained about it originally. I didn't like it at first, but then it's like, oh, it's not actually a big deal. Peter Parker's face. This is what people have problems with in our society.
All right, boys. How about we
Winding it down.
With a hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Are we doing hypotheticals?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Ben, I swear to God, it happens again.
No, Josh, you can do
I
it.
believe in you. You're the host. Hey, Google. Flip a coin.
You got this. Got
No,
this.
no,
Goose.
no.
Tails, Ben, you gotta
This
do
is
it.
Josh's section that I keep stealing from him.
I want to.
You want me to read it? You guys are arguing.
It doesn't
so much
matter
about
in the
it.
audio.
Okay.
I'll read it. I'm the guest.
Sure.
You know, I'll read the hypothetical question. I'm changing the way you guys do things. All right. Can I read it? Is it good? Go.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Here's the hypothetical
Yes.
question. Okay. If you were in a room with baby Hitler, would you torture it? Did the clone do anything wrong? What if they believe they did those crimes? Interesting question. No, I would not torture it. Because it's a baby.
Okay, what if it was like a tiny version of Hitler, like a little pocket Hitler?
Well,
What's he gonna do?
Is this Hitler like the baby Hitler?
This is where I'm
Or is it
confused
like
with
a
this
clone of him?
question. How does a baby know that he did all of these
Well,
things?
we can do both.
Okay,
scenarios.
well, I can say that if it's like he did all those things, but this is the baby Hitler before he's gonna do it all. No, because if you torture him, he's gonna be even more pissed, and he's gonna do even more messed up stuff and have even worse mind.
Exactly.
Even if not,
Just
even
kill him
if
and
not,
he
it's
won't-
like you're altering
just kill him.
history. We learned a lot from that, and I don't know what would happen if it didn't happen. It could be
That's
something
actually a
much
very
worse
good
than like
point.
Okay.
This is a very good point.
exactly.
Okay, let's change the scenario then. So you have a clone
Okay.
of Hitler. This is in 2020, okay? And you have a clone of Hitler, and that Hitler believes that he did. This is like before he commits suicide, okay? This is when he's on top, okay? This is peak Hitler.
Peak Hitler.
Um, this is peak
Before I
Hitler.
started losing.
So he believes that he did everything that Hitler did, right? But he really didn't. He just came out of this little factory thing. Would you kill
Would I
him?
kill him or would I torture
Did he
him?
do anything wrong? Would you kill him or would you torture
Well,
him, you know?
Does he regret it, or does he stand by all those terrible things?
I mean, either way, he still had and has the
did Hitler regret
malintent.
it?
The malicious
Sure.
intent.
I don't know if I'd torture him. Maybe just be like, yo,
Yeah, what do you
here's
get
some
out of
chocolate.
that though? You don't get anything from that.
I would just say you.
You're
I
preventing
would just
another
say you
Hitler
kill
from
him. You
entering
don't
the world.
torture him, but you kill him because he didn't do anything. But
You would kill the
he
clone.
didn't do
even though
anything,
he
but he's
didn't do
going
anything.
to.
What is he gonna do though?
Probably the same thing as
he has
Hitler.
had the malicious
Probably
intent in his
genocide.
mind in the past.
True. I'm
So
not trying to
therefore-
play.
yeah.
I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. Like,
No. This is for
but
the
it's literally
this is
just
for the
like a
hypotheticals.
random.
It's
Like,
good.
it's just like a random. Like, I know it is
happening
clone
here.
Hitler, right?
Okay.
So, in a way, it is still him. But like, it's not like he's gonna go out in the world and like Germany's just gonna be like, oh, all right, you can have this back.
I mean, yeah, he obviously
that's
like,
not
he
gonna-
couldn't. Well, he wouldn't have anywhere near as much support as he did back in the 40s or 30s, and 40s, early 40s. Yeah, it isn't like the entire country is. Well, of course, back in the 30s, Germany was starving and everything, and Hitler just seemed like this powerful leader, and that's why everyone followed him and everything. It's not like that now.
I don't know.
But ethically, would it be right to kill him?
God, depends on your
I don't know
own
what that
morals.
would do though. Like, you kill him and then what? Like, okay, Hitler's dead, I guess. Clone Hitler.
Again,
Well, you can argue that like he needs justice in some way. Like, what if he was locked in like a box, right? And you were the only one that knew that this clone of Hitler was in this box, and you can't bring the authorities to them because he's in this closet or something.
Oh, I would just leave him there.
You would
why
leave
not?
him there?
Because
Yeah, pretty much.
that's,
Also torture.
I mean, if anything, that's
Well,
more,
no, I wouldn't leave him to
that's worse
starve.
than, that's worse than just killing him off immediately.
Okay, one of two things. One is this is a clone of Hitler, like when he's like in his peak, or is it a baby?
Peak Hitler.
Peak
It's
Hitler.
gonna be a meme, by the way. Peak Hitler.
All right, I would
You could be
start
the
off with
mascot for your channel.
rehabilitation.
Okay.
Try to rehabilitate him, see if it's possible. That could be a pretty good experiment to
Yes,
see how well we can rehabilitate criminals, and that could teach us a lot by
agree
how
with
we
you,
did it.
Colin.
Use him as a test subject. That's another scenario.
Yeah, because like if you kill him, what are you gonna solve? Like,
Yeah, that's true. Because if you figure out how to
You're just-
rehabilitate him, then we could
you're
figure
just
it out in the
killing
future.
someone. Like his entire basis for becoming like a crazy Nazi person is misunderstanding. Like, if you could rehabilitate him, then
Well, what about like?
hey,
We could try.
What about just the fascist ideals?
the what?
I mean, rehabilitation.
Just him being a
Being a
fascist. That
Um,
oppressive government.
It's
See,
a
the
tough
problem
question. 'Cause
I know.
The
that's why I
problem
asked
isn't
it.
that people have like these terrible ideas. It's that they're like let's say like someone's racist. People don't really do anything besides yell at them like educate yourself, and then they get pissed, and then they're more
they become
racist.
further racist.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
and the problem
is it being-
people
yeah.
aren't being rehabilitated in the right way. So if
Yeah.
we could figure out how to do that right and get people not to do it the wrong way, then maybe we could actually get somewhere.
And the reason
This
I
is
agree with
true.
that is because it's a clone. This isn't actually Hitler who did these things.
Yeah, it's a clone.
If it was
That's why I'd say
actual Hitler
rehabilitate.
who was in a box, sure. I mean, he did all these things. I could understand killing him or torturing him. But it's not. It's just someone who thinks this way.
Okay, what if
If you can
what if it was like the Marvel,
Marvel
comic books?
comic
Okay,
book.
what if it was like an alternate Earth
alternate
Hitler?
Earth Hitler.
Okay,
Did he still do those things?
What, into the Hitlerverse? Or like what?
Oh God. You guys got a crazy movie. You should like
That's
write a
the-
script and like
that's the
read it on the podcast.
That's the
Like an
title of the
audiobook.
episode.
Yeah.
That's the title of the
Okay.
episode.
Yeah, like you guys, like you could be like a story, like you guys are doing your podcast, and then peak Hitler from another dimension travels. He's like, I need your guys' help.
Yeah, we have
We need to stop Super Hitler from taking over the dimensions.
So instead of Kingpin, you just
Oh
like
my
have this like
God.
really fat neo-Nazi, just bringing him in.
I get.
Adolf Hitler is Sorcerer
All right, so what were you
Supreme.
saying? Other dimension Hitler? Like if it was Hitler from another dimension, what would I do? Yeah, I think you said that.
Maybe.
Well, okay. Well,
Yeah.
did this Hitler like do horrible things? Then yeah,
Sure.
that makes sense.
But like to different extents.
I mean, the whole thing with the clone is like he didn't do it. He just thinks he did it. He just thinks that way. So you could try to change his mind. I mean, if he's dead set on trying to kill, an entire group of people, then yeah, maybe killing him. I don't know. It's a hard question. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what they would do in this situation.
Yeah, stop making hard hypotheticals. You have to make me think.
What's next? Are you gonna lock us in a box? Make us try to kill each other?
No, what's next up is that Actually, that's a
What,
good
putting
idea.
us in a box,
but
killing each
you're gonna
other?
have to listen to that next time. No, it's a hypothetical.
Okay.
Not actually doing that. Jesus. You know what? Next time, if this video gets 10
This
likes, okay,
gets
I'm gonna
10
lock these
likes.
people in a box.
That would
Make
be a
sure
lot
to
more than the
comment,
one
like,
segment.
and subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
If this video gets
Listen to us
1
on
like,
YouTube,
I will
Spotify,
get
Google
Wendy's.
Music, Apple Podcast.
Well, you'll get it Wendy's anyway. It doesn't matter how many likes you get.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I'll like
dislike
the
this.
video, and then
I'm
I'll
gonna
get
be a
Wendy's.
first dislike.
Okay.
Yo,
Yeah,
give me
yeah,
some
Is
tips.
this
yeah.
the
If you're
end?
getting Wendy's,
could.
like, you're
End of the
obligated to like
podcast?
buy it for all of us too.
Oh no, I'm driving to the
It's for the
farther
podcast.
Wendy's. I'm
No,
driving to
it's
the
for- no,
farther one too.
it's for the
closer
podcast.
Wendy's sucks.
Are you
Of course.
driving right now?
Yeah,
Well,
check
no,
out Nick's
like,
like
channel.
I'm going to go to Wendy's, but not the local one that we all know of. It's like another one that's a little bit further away, because the local
Yeah,
one,
the
it
not local
sucks.
one.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
plan.
As
'cause
opposed
the
to
really
the
close
local
one
one.
sucks.
Be
No
careful.
one. Well, it's less local.
As my math teacher says, it ain't local.
What does that even mean? Is that even like a?
Oh wait, none of you have
Saying?
them.
It ain't local.
We're learning. We're learning local. Yeah, we're learning
Dang,
local
that's
linearity.
some- Yeah,
Those are words.
math is weird.
Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you,
No
Nick, for
problem.
coming on. Check out his channel, Ravade.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get out of here.
More specifically me.
Thank you very much
but
for
yes.
listening. Have a great day.
Of course.
Yeah. If we don't get one more episode out before Christmas,
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Merry
this is like
Christmas.
the seventh
Hanukkah.
night of Hanukkah. Wow. Okay.
Merry Chrysler. Good night, folks.
To a wonderful Christmas.
Stop recording.